Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Higurashi. Last time we finished up the Anatakushi arc, like I said. Pretty good start. Some interesting choices, which I support. Trying to spice it up a bit. I don't support cutting the chase scene, my boy, but I'm excited for Watanabe, dude. I think Watanabe was my favorite arc of the question arc, so I'm excited to see how they do it. I do think, and I'm pretty sure someone mentioned it like a long time ago in my Higurashi series, but for some reason I remember it, that they kind of don't really play on the whole mystery of Shion. Well, but they probably do a little bit near the end, but like the beginning stuff. They probably don't play it too hard, especially since Shion's in the opening. That maybe, I don't know, maybe people don't fully interpret it that way, but yeah. Again, I think this is probably gonna be another 4 episode pacing, so what do I expect from this episode? I don't think they'll go right into the reveal. How far in is that? It's kind of, actually they might end at the reveal. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, dude, new bubbly has dropped. Peach bubbly. It's when you saw me drink pineapple bubbly, new flavor. This is the second new flavor. At least I assume they're relatively new because they have new on the box and at least new to the grocery stores I go to. But yeah, I mean, try it out, taste test, exclusive taste testing content on the episode. Give a little extra. That's good. Yeah. Peach is definitely a lighter flavor than pineapple, but it does have a nice little kick here. I'm definitely part of the peach over nectarine gang. Don't be mad. It's true. Anyways, let's just get into this, dude. I don't really have much of an intro. I've been a lot more spread in my recordings. Like, I might not hit the quota every week, and I'm sorry about that, but we're trying relatively, when we're in the mood. But I'm definitely in the mood for some Higurashi. Caught in Drifting chapter. So let's get this started. Time of reaction, which means you need your own copy. I will count down from 3 and on go. Hit play and sync up the video. And again, there will be a timer on the screen here somewhere. For further syncages if you get out of sync or whatever. But yes, finally, starting the new arc, introducing a new character probably in this episode. I mean, definitely, but I don't know if the full reveal will be in this episode. And yeah, fun stuff incoming. So, let's count down from 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa! Mayatashi? That's interesting. Also, that's really brutal. Jesus. I mean, it was already a brutal scene. But, Jesus. I don't even know what to say. It's probably the most brutal thing we've seen. Nice. I like it. But yeah, that is a Mayatashi scene. At least, I don't know if they'll show it in Watanabe. Does it? Oops, sorry, Mike. It doesn't actually happen in Watanabe, as it's been told to me multiple times, because I kind of didn't notice that, but we'll save the details for later. But yeah, that's one way to start a new arc. It's kind of like, they wanted to put some spice in, kind of like with Honor Takashi, where it starts with Keiichi killing people with a bat. Then you have Rika stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of good scenes. I think for the beginning scenes, probably the best scene is sort of the montage up to the reveal of the Mian situation, but we'll probably talk about that more at the end of the video. But yeah, see what happens. Song's definitely has grown on me. Can jam a bit more to it than at first. So first is the tournament, right? Also, since we're back into the happy stuff, we're looking for good thumbnails. High meme energy thumbnails only, please. Mian's still packing a gun. I wonder why. That was a nice scenic shot. It was always funny about this tournament thing because the background voices were like sounded like grown men. So I always just assumed, besides the kids, there's also a bunch of like grown men in the crowd. So I don't know if they'll actually do that. Ooh. Oh, dude. Oh, they better give proper introductions to my boys. Also, I'm wondering why is Kichi dressed like that, dude? I mean, I like it, the new swag, but it's completely different. Oh, okay. Straight into it. Animals, that's a change. Where's the cute girl? Wasn't it cute girls last time? Yo, it's Tomita. No introductions though. Oh, they're all playing Hanafuda. Or is that how you say it? Instead of separate games, so that's a change. Okamura. My boys. It's actually a pretty smooth change, to be honest. So maybe this line has a little less impact. But actually, I kind of like this change. If you need to cut stuff down. Oh my god. I love the energy, as per usual. Also, nice designs. Tomita looks his haircut looks a little swaggy, dude, compared to the sprite. I was not confused which ones each other liked. Oh, dude. They better not cut the curry contest. That was a golden one. Just remembered that. All right. Oh, yo, that's smooth. I love how they're just doing the same thing. Jesus, it's a lot of turds. Oh, never mind. Okay. I actually really like that. I think that was pretty good. Oh, this scene. Okay. Wow, that doll looks better. I remember the doll. The other one, but that looks super cute. Good, you know it too. Nice one, Keiichi. Really digging that deep, huh? Angel Mort. Aw, he's not going with his dad. They're dodging the dad scenes. Looking good. Ew. Oh, it's thumbnail worthy. Jesus. That was pretty good. Okay. That's some nice Keiichi energy. Pervert energy. That was kind of cut a bit from the Anatakashi. Mainly because they cut the president game. That wasn't called president, right? Random other waitresses. She gonna say it? Yeah, okay. My boy Keiichi. Ominous look. That's a nice little touch. Alright, that was pretty decent. I don't, they really don't want to show the mom and dad, huh? I was kind of excited to see what they would look like. Though you can kind of imagine, but dodged. Did she actually say Toy Store in the visual novel? I don't remember that, but that's something you kind of overlook, huh? That's pretty funny, but also true. True. Team Neon, by the way. You don't remember? Oh my god! I'm obviously watching Gashi's my favorite art, but I'm just remembering all the stuff that could possibly happen if they don't cut, but they might cut since some of it's filler-ish esque, I guess. Damn, right when he gets in. Looking good in that casual wear, huh? I always thought that Mion's casual always looks kind of tacky. And now she's always carrying a pistol, which makes it kind of more weird. But Shan's looks nice. I mean, I'm not a fashion expert, but you know. Yeah. I think they directly reference a needle in this scene, which would have been hilarious. They should have done that, dude. There's not a needle in this. Gaming? What was it? I don't remember. I know it's like, yeah. I know the punishment's like Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Was it one of the Okay. I guess they probably just. Oh, they skipped the sympathy one. That was a fun game. That actually feels like a game you can play, as an adult for a party game. But yeah. Dance of Hono. Did we ever get a name drop for that? It's interesting. I don't remember that, but it definitely could have happened. True. This was a good scene. So they're doing it differently. They might show it though once Mion leaves. What do you mean? She's so nice already. Oh, I know what's happening. Interesting way to change the scene. Oh, the boys. They look so ridiculous. Guy on the right, man. And they're in school uniforms. Look at that cube on his head. This was always pretty creepy. The twins. Oh god, his hair's getting worse every time I look. Ah, okay. Cutting out police intervention. Ha ha ha. That's definitely a line change, right? The mafia part. Oh, okay. This is a change, actually, I think. If my memory serves right, but we'll definitely talk about it at the end. Oh, they're going straight for it, I think. Oh man, I'm getting the timeline a little confused. Okay. Yeah, they did just go for it, huh? Aw, look at that cute face. Interesting. It's an understatement, Rika. It's definitely not as impactful. But I guess you can kind of just imagine it wouldn't have been for that scene. It's really it's an interesting line. Oh, squat up. It's a nice little touch. That line maybe stings a little bit. Wink, wink. I think these are just like lines from other scenes that they put into this. The legendary Satoko powers. Dude, I was just commenting a couple of days ago talking about Satoko's abilities to conjure up buckets and stuff out of the air. Okay, episode end. Credits. Enjoy the jam. Again, stick around if you want our comparisons and stuff. But pretty good episode, honestly. I think they did a lot that I actually liked for their adaptions. I thought a lot of it was clean. Again, I really enjoyed the Shion reveal, but just can't really build it up as much. So they didn't even really try to do the whole... Well, I mean, they are kind of hinting to Mion's problems, but it's obviously not translating as well. But still, I thought that this was actually, like, really, really good. So next episode will be... I think we'll zoom past watching Higurashi again, probably. I don't know. I can't think. I also have to go to the washroom, so we'll take a quick cut after credits ends and get our burn poem of the epi. They named a chapter after Takano. Grats. My girl. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Again, we'll talk about it a little more, but if you're leaving after the reaction, then thanks for watching. Quick bathroom break though. Quick cut. BRB. Alright, we're back and it's time for Aiden's review / comparison sesh. Let me just pull up the yappy and we can do our nice scene by scene stuff. So first we got the Mayakashi scene, which again is very interesting because if you're a visual novel reader, maybe it's different in the anime. This does not happen until the 5th arc, which is the partner arc to this one. So it's a long ways away. Actually, and it is kind of confirmed in Watanashi that this whole thing doesn't happen the way it's portrayed in Watanashi. It's not suicide, at least. But yeah, spicy start. I like it, you know. Put a little spice in your life. Then we go straight into the club tournament. I thought it was pretty good. In the visual novel, it's a lot longer, with like different rounds, and each character shows their strengths in games where Keiichi struggles, then he gets the pep talk by everyone, then he bribes Tomita and Okamura to help win, and then the finale gets delayed. But I thought this was actually like a pretty nice touch in the way they condensed this. All playing Hanafuda, is that how you say it? Which is the game Rena played, which she won because she thought all the cards looked cute because they were like anime girls or something. But they're all playing it, and they all showed the skills they kind of showed in the individual round. So I thought it was a pretty good adaptation to cut time, honestly. So yeah, solid. Plus we got our boys Tomita and Okamura, side characters that are seen a lot through the series. So that's cool. I like the designs. I think that they look pretty close to the sprites, especially Okamura. He's almost like a 1-to-1. Tomita has like some funky stuff going on with his hair, but I respect it. But yeah, overall I was happy with that. The doll scene was a little maybe less impactful, but I think they did a good job enough to show Mion's feelings. Feeling kind of bad about what Keiichi said, you know, not feeling feminine enough, especially Keiichi's thoughtless words hammering home. He was like, when, yeah. Um, the only really difference that kind of emphasized the scene a bit more was the fact that in the show, since all of these people made it to like the final round, they all got like a prize, and then except for Mion, because that's Mion's uncle, or do you know? I don't know if they mentioned it, and so the fact that like everyone got a prize, and except for Mion, and Teichi still gave the doll to Rena, even though Rena already got a prize too, and Mion still got nothing, kind of hit home a little harder. But yeah, she still looked pretty sad. Though in the CG, she was like really visibly sad. But yeah, we go straight to the Angel Mort one. Um, in the visual novel, they go with Keiichi's dad, um, and introduces the place to Keiichi. Keiichi's dad is a little perverted, That's where he gets his high energy. Um, then they meet with Shion. Keiichi bullies her a little bit. Pretty good scene, honestly. But yeah, Keiichi doesn't believe that Shion, that Mion has a twin sister called Shion, and she thinks she's just acting. This is a pretty big plot point in early Watch Higurashi for the visual novel. Like during the whole interaction with Shion, Keiichi's thoughts were like very like reinforced that fact a lot. And it really is a big mystery. I was definitely on the side that they're two different people, but they really do hit you like with this like 5 or 10 minute like monologue with Keiichi, because they definitely portray the whole situation a bit differently. But I'll talk about that closer to the end. So we had that, talking with Mion about it. Good energy, good scene. The Shion lunch thing, which was good. Watanabe talk. The punch scene, I thought it was pretty good, giving some life to the punch. It was a little scarier in the visual novel, because they were like being a lot more violent, like they were breaking shit and stuff. Like they really thought like Teichi would actually get fucked up a bit more, but Shion did a good job with that whole creepy circle thing. They did cut in the visual novel. Oishi actually came to break up the fight, and kind of like interact. And then you get to see the Shion and Oishi interaction, but Shion, but yeah, that didn't happen. But you got the spooky crowd. They're spooked away. They don't go to jail. Unlucky. Then you have the whole walk to reveal. And then then it goes actually a bit more than that. And some nice reassurance about, forgetting about the awkward stuff and strengthening the bond with Mion. With some extra Satoto and Rita goodness. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. I do want to talk about obviously the Mion and Shion thing. So in the visual novel, it was definitely a bigger reveal and problem, because the stuff we saw when Mion was kind of sad about the doll was focused on a lot more in the visual novel in the beginning. Like you can see some really awkwardness, and even Rena has been talking to Keiichi, like, and Rena was like, oh, Shion was, or oh, they did skip it on. Okay, we'll talk about that after. But I was thinking like, when did that scene happen? But yeah, Rena was talking to Keiichi about how Mion's really been hurt recently, and she's been crying to her. So Keiichi's like, oh, what the fuck did I do? And then like when he was on a date with Shion, he was all like, he has just this like inner monologue, realizing all the hurtful stuff he said to Mion, how, because Mion's a girl and she has a crush on Keiichi, but Keiichi's just kind of hard friend zoning her, like super hard, not even treating her as a girl really, and that obviously caused some bad stuff, and then he realizes about the doll stuff. So in the visual novel, he actually goes to the toy store with Shion to buy the new doll, and then that's when the reveal happens. And then it was like such a good monologue, dude. It was one of the best speeches, I think, honestly. It was such a hard monologue. They freaking show a flashback from, like, during Keiichi's perspective, then they randomly show a freaking flashback from Mion's perspective, crying to Rena and talking about how to get Keiichi to recognize her as a female, and talks about how, you know, planning something, and then the whole reveal happens, and it's like, dude, that it's such a good bait, right? Because again, I was always like, oh, they're definitely two people, but then they give you that, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wavering a bit, and then they just reveal Mion right after this dramatic and emotional scene, and then I'm just like, oh, it's actually genius. I actually love it. But yeah, that didn't happen. They didn't really have that set up. So I do believe they skipped a lot of the filler, the fun slice of life stuff, which, I mean, it's expected. But I do think they skipped the Curry tournament, or is that after? I don't know. Maybe we'll see the Curry tournament, which was fun, but they did skip the thing. I kind of made sense, but it's a little more important, was the whole otaku thing. um they condensed it with the lunchbox thing. That's what I was going to talk about too. So should I spoil things? I don't know. Should I spoil things? I guess I should. Why am I worried? I assume you guys have watched this, at least watched the anime, and maybe watched the visual novel. So the whole identity switch thing becomes pretty important. So there's actually scenes where, well, yes, they're two different people, but Mion did dress up as Shion, and, well, just that. So in the scene where she gave the lunch to Keiichi, that was actually Mion dressing up as Shion and giving the lunch. And then there's this whole other thing where, well, in class, Keiichi gives the lunchbox back to Mion, and she's blushing and everything, and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. It definitely seems like Mion did it, when you know, I was under the impression that they're two different people, which they are, but Mion was actually dressing up as Shion. Then there's this whole thing where God, I forgot where exactly it happens, but it's like dessert eating thing where it's an all you can eat dessert, and Keiichi was invited, so he goes there. Basically, the Angel Mort is filled with otakus. They're harassing Shion because she's a new member, so Keiichi gets in a fist fight, gets KO'd with the otaku power, and then tells the club members to save her. It was hilarious. It's sad they cut it, but, you know, sometimes you gotta cut stuff. I believe it kind of re-happened and something. No, I don't remember. Maybe in Sumi Horoboshi. But yeah, they cut that. But anyways, what was my point? My point was, oh yeah, the biker stuff. So this is interesting because in the visual novel, since it doesn't cut straight, yeah, so this biker stuff happens, and I believe they do something else. Oh, it's confusing, but in the anime, the biker stuff, so that is Shion, because, you know, right after that they bump into Mion. But in the visual novel, during the biker stuff, that's Mion pretending to be Shion. Because then after the biker stuff, they talk about Hinamizawa, which I guess maybe it's not distinguished yet, but in the visual novel, we know that Mion likes Hinamizawa, and Shion doesn't really like it. So there's two moments in the visual novel, anyways, when Mion dresses up as Shion to give Keiichi lunch, and when Mion dresses up as Shion to bully, to scare away the delinquents and kind of go on a little chat date with Keiichi. But this is a change in the anime, because the whole lunchbox thing, um, and the fact that they bumped into Mion. So that's Xion, which is interesting. They did hint at the fact that Mion did dress up as Xion though, because when Teacher gave the lunchbox, Xion was like, "Oh, I didn't do that," but then she stopped herself. So that's a nice little hint. But yeah, that's what makes watching Higurashi one of the better arcs, with this constant switch between characters, which is kind of hard to get. But again, it's probably harder to do in anime form. But yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I'm getting a little confused. Maybe curry goodness is still happening. I mean, we still haven't reached watching Dashi, obviously, since the next episode is called Takano. Um, we're probably gonna be into the watching Dashi, though I don't know if they'll jump right into it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this episode. Again, I think it's really good. Sorry. And I approve of a lot of what they did. I think this was very well adapted. You know, obviously, I do think the monologue stuff, which they cut and stuff, were pretty good, but it's fine. I think it's fine for the animated action. And I'm excited for the next episode, Takano. So that should be interesting. Who knows? Maybe pray to the gods they will put the curry scene. It's okay if they cut the curry scene. But yeah, it should be fun. And we'll probably branch into that action soon. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Bye. Final verdict on the bubbly. It's good, dude. Peach and pineapple. Good, good, good stuff, bubbly. You have done yourself good with the new flavors. But yeah, seriously, good night.